Minutes to play right now, dude.
Yeah, well, 5 plus the extra, or is that the extra they gave?
Extra. They had an extra 9 minutes. We had 2 U.S. soccer players go down. So,
ooh, not any of the good ones, right?
Oh, both good ones.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So
hopefully they can make it back for the next game because Neymar's out.
Oh yeah, I know. I saw that. Well, they're playing the Netherlands, so the winner of this plays Netherlands.
Okay, cool. So, and Netherlands won today 2-0, or they?
Yeah, they won. I think they won.
I
think they won their grouping.
Yeah.
All right, we got 5 left. Did anyone else jump in?
Yeah, we got 5 minutes to go. No, let me give them some time. Let's see where we at. I want to pull it up and see. Okay, where is it? Somebody. Okay, cool. So we got a new third place. It's Wallet DBS 589. He's like, this Negro. so we got a first, second, and third place. Yo, that third place is 0.80. You mean to tell me somebody, he's like cussing me out, somebody not going to jump over and ETH and grab that 0.880 and solidify that?
We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm so connected to this game right now. I'm sorry, everyone.
Wait, don't worry. We got 5 minutes to go. Let me see. 0.80. You got another $120 in there, yo. Don't lose it for $120. That make you almost at 0.9, yo. I hope somebody don't put a 0.81 on you and grab that. You should have spent that whole 120. Come on, man. You can't leave change. You gotta eat it all. Let's see though. Yeah, we know 3 DDA sitting solid. That's what I'm talking about. 33.89. Unless somebody go Bogart and go 50. What happened?
Oh my God, dude.
Oh, 0.80, you got screwed, 0.80. 1BD3 jumped up and grabbed. Is that even first? They grabbed second place, pushing the 3 ETH to third place. Yeah, you out, 0.80. So now we have.
Sorry.
Now we got first place is at 33.89, second place 4.5, third place 3.13. So yeah, sorry, 0.80. They got you, man. Yeah, they got you. And that second place still got another 690 something to add if they want to. So if somebody gonna come go harder than 4.5 and grab that 3 ETH from them. Oh my gosh. How's the 5 minutes? It's almost done?
Oh my gosh, it's almost done. And dude, this is probably the greatest do a game I've seen.
Scored. You know, I hate 0-0. Should I start watching it after the half? Was it 0-0 before half?
No.
Oh, okay, they scored. Okay, so good. I hate watching a whole freaking soccer match of 0-0. I'm like, okay, I feel like I didn't need to give my 2 hours back.
if you are a US fan, the first half was really good for a US fan.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. I had to go get the kids, so I put it on record and that.
The second half is exactly like they did it with Wales, though. It's been a nightmare.
Wow. Okay, cool. Let's see what's up, man. It's gonna be an interesting game. But you know what? If Iran is tough, that means you may not be going too far. Cause let's see. 369.
It's over.
All right, cool.
Oh yeah, anything. I just let you know I'm.
All right, cool. Hey, somebody else is jumping at 7.96. Oh, and they stole second place. So we even lost the 3 ETH one from third place because the 4 ETH is now in third place. So we had 33.89, 8.08, and 4.5. Everything below that is down for the count.
Here we go, dude. Because it's 10-5. What is it? 10-3-2. Is that how the pains?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's good.
10-3-2. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good win, man. They're doing nicely, yo. And our volume more than doubled from 10 minutes ago to now. Less than 10 minutes ago. We're at 69,550 on the 24-hour volume. So,
oh man, yeah.
Oh God, our price, we're at 3024. We're at 302630.
Yeah, dude, we're up. What are we up right there? Crap, what is it? 50? We're up 16% right now.
Yeah, 15.64 in the 24-hour.
Wow.
Because we didn't really drop from 2 days ago.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, we did drop a lot even after all those sells and that big buybacks. Yeah, we haven't been this high since November.
Yeah, since a long time. You know what? This goes to what we were talking about the other day. The person who bought for the 50 ETH, they still in a good position right now. Even their 50 ETH has great profit on it, right?
And let you know it's over. So we solidified. So first place took 33 ETH, second is 8 ETH, and third coming in with 4.5 ETH, winning 2 ETH and 10 ETH. That's a nice little thing. Plus we got a nice little run up here with 15.64% up at a 2630. We haven't been this high all month. So way to end the month, everyone.
Yeah, that's a nice price at 2630. And like we were saying the other day, that first place, no matter, even if this drops some with some sales, that first place is still sitting nice.
Well, that guy, girl, whoever it is, sitting on what, 241? I think they had like 241 million or something like that, 250 million tokens. So what is that? What is the price right now?
They're at 244 million.
Yeah, dude. So they put in, I don't know how much they put in.
They put in 49 point something ETH total.
So 49, let's just say 49 ETH times it was like 1,200. Yeah, and they're sitting. They put in a total of like $58,000, and they're sitting on $68,000 right now with this price increase.
Yep. So that they're talking plus the winning. So the tax that they paid didn't amount to anything, and that's the thing. If we're still doing this, it doesn't hurt them to buy, wait, and really the person who loses is the one that sells too fast because you don't even get to enjoy this.
Exactly. No, so dude, actually, we were sort of waiting, right? We were sort of down a little bit because of the sell. Then we were debating last week, and yeah, I mean, we're sitting pretty good right now. There's been a couple sells coming in after the
expected.
Yeah. Man, congrats everyone. This is awesome to see, dude. Exactly what we thought was going to happen happened, and now we're just gonna wait it out. We have the payouts coming tomorrow for the other buyouts, so we'll see what they do. Hold, sell. I don't know. We'll find out.
And right now we're at almost 79,000 on the 24-hour.
Yeah. We're at 86,000 right now. I just refreshed.
Yeah, mine doesn't refresh. I don't know why. I just refresh. I'm still at 78. So whenever you say, like when you said we're trending, I refresh. I wasn't. So I don't know. Mine's a little slower here. It's probably that Florida heat.
It's snowing here all day.
You had snow out here, huh?
Oh yeah, we had a nice little. We still have some snow on the ground right now. It's melted away a little bit, but yeah, it's snowing pretty good earlier. So
yeah, so I'll take my heat any day. So yeah, let me go over the next one for everybody. And folks, if you have any questions in here about these things, these contests we're doing, the competitions, please come up. Or if you don't want to come up, go ahead and send Lena your questions so she could read it. And I want to make sure you guys understand how these work. And we have two. When we were talking about the raffle, was that for this past one, or is that something you haven't initiated, or is it for this one going on now, or what?
Sorry, just one sec, Doc. Sorry about that.
No problem. Yeah, while he's busy, let me go ahead and go over these, and then I'll ask him that question again. So, guys, we got the biggest buy competition that's starting up at 4:10 p.m. today. So, any buys that comes from 4:10 forward for the next 48 hours is part of this new one. It's we got it. First place is at 5 ETH, second place 3 ETH, third place ETH. Now, the last time we had the first place at 5 ETH, remember our somebody say no, I did it wrong. Which part? hold on, guys. Let me see. Is there a correction on there? Let me see. Okay. Yeah, hold on. Lena, can you remove the one on top, please? Let me see.
Oh, okay, I'll remove it.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, it's 521. 521. That's what it is. It's gonna be first place is 5 ETH, second place is 2 ETH, third place is 1 ETH. All right. So anything we might have tweeted, we're gonna delete and make sure the correct one's on there. It starts today at 4:10 p.m. Eastern Standard. It ends December 1st, which is Thursday. Thursday is the 1st of December. Oh my gosh, we're already at the last month of the year. For some reason, I'm excited to the last month of the year because one, we know December is our month for the utilities, the Pure Wallet and the metaverse, but then we're so much closer to 2023 and getting away from this nasty bear market and don't know what 2023 is going to bring, but I look forward to crossing over to January 1st. But yeah, so it's Eastern Standard, guys, 4:10 today to 4:10 Thursday. First place 5 ETH, second place 2 ETH, third place 1 ETH. You have to hold, if you are the winner of first, second, third, you have to hold for 72 hours after the competition closes, which means Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You cannot sell before 4:10 p.m. Sunday, Eastern Standard. And the second part, and remember, you have to use Uniswap for these transactions. If you buy using the exchanges, the bot will not pick up your transaction and it will not count. And if you end up selling, the bot will still recognize you. For example, we just had somebody who was in third place that sold and they're still third place. The bot won't replace you unless somebody buys for a higher amount to replace that position. So we would have had a null third place position if nobody bought higher than that amount. So keep that in mind. And for the last buy competition, it starts also right now, 4:10. It just started, Eastern Standard. That one doesn't have a deadline. It ends when the last person who bought for an hour, no one else buys for that 1 hour period, it will automatically end. The bot will close it out. It's a 0.05 ETH minimum. Anytime you make a purchase of 0.05 ETH or more, the clock starts over. The 1 hour clock starts over. The price for that is 1 ETH, and it's Awesome usually pays it right after, unless he's asleep when it ends. When he wakes up, he pays it right away. That one, there's no holding period except until you get paid is the best way I would say it. And make sure you guys join Telegram to be on top of these things and what's going on. Awesome, you wanted to add something?
Yeah, and if a World Cup game's going on, it might prolong the payout as well. I want to throw that.
Exactly. But I see Twins coming up here, but I wanted to ask you about, remember we were talking about a raffle. Is that something you haven't put together yet? Like with the last buy, there would be a raffle going along with it?
Yeah, so we talked about it, and it was like, we were doing, the biggest buy competition. We had a 10 ETH, and then we had a lot of people that were sort of, I wouldn't say upset about it, but they were like, this is a pretty big buys. Obviously, there's some people that are buying in that have some pretty big wallets, but a lot of people were like, it's pricing out some other people that might get in on the 5 ETH. And to be honest with you guys, if you pull the numbers, and I'm a statistics guy as it is anyways, so I'm on top of the numbers. And the best thing that we could do to get more interaction, and again, I'm not shying away from the interaction that we get with these things, is that the 5 ETH, 2 ETH, and 1 ETH payouts had the most traction in terms of people competing for those prizes. And again, it is still a pretty big buy when you think about a 5 ETH. It's a pretty good amount of money to try to win. It just showed that was the best route to go, which is why we're going to do that this time around. The only thing we didn't do was carry over this last buy competition, which obviously I think a lot of people like. And again, we might have, it might get a little stale because, this last one, I think we went we didn't even go 24 hours before it ended. Did we go 24 hours before it ended?
No. We started at 4 p.m. and we ended around 12:30 almost. So we were about 3.5 hours short of 24 hours.
Yeah, so last one went 36. This one went almost 24. So you can see
the last one was like almost 35 ETH buys altogether. This one was probably around close to 15 ETH.
Yeah, so about half of what it is. We're gonna do it again on a lower scale, and like I said, with the biggest buy is going to continue at the 5 ETH max, and then we'll have the last buy. And we talked about the raffle. But it was like, are we doing too many competitions? Are we convoluting sort of what we're doing? We got the biggest buy, we're going to have a raffle, then we have the last buy. It just seemed like we had a lot of things on. And again, I'm down to listen to what the community has to say. We went back to the 5 ETH this time because of sort of what was talked about amongst the people in the community. And so we're just trying to, have fun and, still not make it too complicated for most people.
Yeah, I'd like to hear from everybody what they think. I like the last buy. I think the last buy would have more traction on a shorter time frame and a bigger prize, maybe 30 minutes to ETH. Me personally, I gave up. I got bored. I was in it. For the first one, I competed 6 times. Even during the night. For the second one, I competed probably twice, and then somebody beat me like 30 seconds before the clock ended, and I'm like, I gave up. So I think the time, the 1 hour, and also I can't have an accident for 1 ETH because I'm doing this while I'm driving.
Oh yeah, no, I get that, and that's sort of where it's at. Is that people want lower buys, but it's a cumulative. So I mean, it's every hour, and so I don't know. Maybe we test it out again. Maybe on the next go around, if we don't get as much traction for this one, maybe we push it and try to do a 30 minute with a higher ETH buy, and just for fun, and keep it at the same.
What if you want to test it with the same amount for 30 minutes and see if we get traction before you increase it? But I think 30 minutes, it keeps more people engaged because it's a lot to track for an hour. Because I don't know for folks who's not participating, but for some of us that participate in it, that 1 hour is a lot. And I think there'd be more interest because people just get bored. They're not even tracking it for the whole hour. The good thing with me, and one thing I think I noticed, I can't call for all of them, but most of the people participating in the last buy, they're not selling. There may be a few small sales here, but most of the sales you see is from the biggest buy, not from the last buy.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Maybe we test it out. We'll go through this next. See what brings up. Again, as much as we can write. I guess you could say just the sort of right amount for everything, and keep people engaged, keep having fun, keep coming on these spaces, and that's what it's about, man. And it's nice to sort of see, like I said, it's taken a while for our chart to finally get some legs on it. And this whole competition sort of built up to what we're seeing today. And as long as people hold and don't sell, I mean, those big wallets that bought today, I don't know what their intentions are. I don't think any of us do. Based off track record, they probably will sell. But if they don't, I mean, we could actually build some pretty good momentum, and we'll have to sort of see what happens and go from there. I mean, it's nice to see that we're up 14% on the week. It's cool, dude. I'm happy. It's really good.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know what yours is showing. If it's still in the 80s, I'm showing 76.44 on the 24-hour volume.
That's what I got.
But okay, good. So I mean, it's exciting to see that because, like I say, it brings attention. I don't know if you've noticed, we've had some new people join the Telegram, and they're hearing about the project. We trended for a good while on the most recent one, longer than we did the one before. So, I mean, I think that's what we're looking for. That's what we're getting. And we have big things coming for December. So if we can do this for the holidays, and then even if we stop, then the utilities can pick up where we stop, right?
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what this is about. And I mean, I was just talking to Augie yesterday, dude. There's just a lot of things that we're with the token. for a while there, sort of, some people didn't really understand like what our token was going to do. Like, what was our use case? What was our utility? Whatever you want to call it. And I think it's become pretty clear on what it's going to be now. And, it's nice to finally see it come to fruition. And it's right around the corner. And I mean, Augie and them have been talking about it, and Andrew too. We've been talking about how we can incorporate this token into pretty much anything we do inside that wallet. And if that wallet gets traction and people start to buy the token for that wallet, I mean, we're setting ourselves up pretty nicely. And I'm excited for it, man. I really am, for this wallet to come out here soon.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was talking to somebody earlier today, and I was basically breaking it down, the value of MetaMonkey AI versus the other projects in DeFi that we saw had some price action where people made money. The benefit we have is we actually have utility versus just a bunch of people jumping in and buying the token, and that's why the price is going up. When you have actual utility, even if you don't have as many people buying, your price is going up, and you're not expecting a dump because it's not people buying and then dumping and selling. So your price is safer when it's the utility. For example, if people are using Trust Wallet and doing a bunch of transactions, it supports the price more than having a bunch of holders and no utility at all moving the price, right?
Yeah, and I mean that's sort of what it is here. Is with the Pure Wallet, like we look at Trust Wallet. Like I go to Trust Wallet and I look. They don't even promote what their token does. I mean, you have to really dig to find out what the use case is for their token. Same with SafePal. And it's actually, when you look at it, I mean, it's a pretty good deal if you think about it. If you use Trust Wallet and or SafePal, well, mostly Trust. SafePal doesn't have this, but Trust Wallet, they have things built into there where you can save on certain things, and I look at it the same way. I mean, would you rather, if MetaMask had a token, because I use MetaMask a lot, and say, I wish I would do this too, because I use SafePal a lot. If SafePal's token made it to where if I held a certain amount of the token, and I would get like discounts on my gas fees or discounts on transaction fees by just holding the token. And of course, you're going to hold their token because you want to use that wallet and get discounts, just like Coinbase One right now. Coinbase One makes you pay into a monthly fee, and you as long as you don't spend more than $10,000.
Hey, Arthur, let me cut you up real quick. We're trending number 10 right now. Go ahead, continue.
So no, that's awesome, dude. And I'm just saying, like, you would use those things. I mean, like, why would you not to save yourself money, especially if you are in crypto and you're trading in crypto? And if you're doing it daily, like me or other people, you want to take advantage of these things. And the more that crypto gets adopted, you're going to try to find things like this. And again, not a lot of the wallets are doing that. I mean, Trust Wallet hasn't. I don't think they've initiated that yet. SafePal hasn't initiated it. So I mean, like, I'm sitting here telling Augie, dude, well, it'd be amazing if we were able to save, give discounts on gas fees or transaction fees where, instead of it being 1%, maybe we move down to 0.5% for people that are holding the token and incentivize them to use it. And I mean, he's like, that's doable. Like, we can do that. And I'm like, dude, that's freaking fantastic.
And really, and that's where I look at the value of the token, because even some of these blue chips, we wonder, what do they do? You go on Coinbase, you buy them, they have some price action, but what's behind them? Where we have a token where the Pure Wallet, the metaverse, the blockchains, the NFTs, all of this is tied to the token. So as you get transactions and it gives you price action, to me that is safer, and that's a stronger. You can rely on that better than hoping you get 10, 20, 30,000 holders to come into the project. So I'm excited about that when I thought about that.
Yeah, no, and that's what it is. I mean, we go back and we talk about these transactions. We talk about these top cryptos, and I mean, there's a handful of them that have good use case that we use. But if you go ask people like, what can you do with that crypto? A lot of them will just say, I don't know.
Exactly.
Maybe get a discount or maybe this, but like a lot of people can't describe. And I'm not going to go into the list and trash a bunch of top tier, but a lot of them can't. You know what I mean? The only ones that are the top 10 that we talk about that actually bring use case, and 6 of those are stable coins.
Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, what they've been talking about: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Polygon, And then we were big on talking about XRP. Besides that, there's not too many that you can talk about that's doing good price. Look at how Litecoin fell from 200 something dollars to now probably what, $14, $15. So it's crazy how people aren't focusing on that when they're buying these tokens. They're looking for a quick price action. Because I saw somebody was saying, hey, I bought this token and it's not doing anything. Should I hold? People don't understand. One, we're in a bear market. Two, all these tokens, you may have a quick jump here and there, a quick little price action, but it's going to go up and come right back down, because what you can really count on is utility, and that can sustain it versus people buying it and dumping it. Yeah, I hear that. I see Twist with his hands. What you got, Twist?
I need to jump back to the competition that just started.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was unaware that the prizes were going to be 5-2-1, so the bot is set up 5-3-2.
And it can't. And once you have it, until it ends, it can't change, right?
Yeah, I can't change it without like completely killing the bot and like resetting settings and starting over. So I just need to know.
Now we have no buys yet. So you want to do that with the bot, or does that take too long?
I don't think it will take too long. It will reset the time, however, right? So we won't be at 4:10. So
yeah, let's do that. Let's reset the time and do it. Well, awesome. What do you think?
so here's
just one sec, guys.
So the thing is that the bot only tracks the first place winner as far as transaction payments go. So if we want to just make sure that the messaging is correct, I'm okay with telling everybody in the world that I messed up and set the bot up incorrectly, and that's
well, what's printed is what we would be liable to pay if we want to keep it. What we say is what we do. You see what I'm saying? Like we could try to correct everybody, but we have to make sure everybody who came actually got the correction from you versus having it printed correctly. There's two things. It's to either change it or just give it the way it is. And do we want to give an extra, 3 ETH because it's printed wrong? You see what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. But if it's publicized everywhere as 5-2-1, but the bot is wrong, that's completely different, right? I think. It's whatever the people above me decide, I will go.
Let's see Awesome's busy now. When he come back on, let's see what he thinks. Because right now I'm looking, there's been 0 purchase since it started. So maybe instead of 4:10, we'd start at, it's 4:26. Maybe we start at 4:30 if that's enough time for you to update it, or 4:35. Let's see what he wants to do. If he wants to keep it like that, or what? All right.
Yeah, give me an answer. Tell me what to do. I'll take care of it.
All right, cool. Yeah, so guys, like I said, I'll wait for Awesome to come back in here. Like I said, I was having a conversation, guys, and that's where I saw the value of MetaMonkey. I've been seeing it, but when you're actually talking about it, it actually amplifies your belief and your strength in the project. And that's what I saw. I say, hey, if we're to go up in price from transaction being done with the Pure Wallet and the Pure Wallet being used and the token being used, how many holders does that represent? If we had X number of transaction equals to like 3,000 extra holders, would I rather have the transaction or the holders? The holders can sell. The transactions, once they're done. And I'm like, hey, I'll take the transactions any day. And us being in DeFi and having the first real project with utility like that. Because I don't know, a lot of you may be in more projects than I am, but we don't have anything in DeFi that I can put my hand on that has delivered utility that could do something like this and carry the token and make it hold our price steady while we're just sitting back and waiting to cash out versus a bunch of buyers buying in and dumping whenever they feel like it. What you got, Daniel? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing all right. Was that you, man? You just won that big 10 ETH?
No, that wasn't me. I didn't jump up there. But no, I was I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving or however they celebrated.
Yeah, I sure did. I hope you did good too, man.
I took a little bit off, man. I had a great time. Ate, got fat, did what I needed to do, and watched some football. But I just wanted to say double back on what you were saying. Use case will be holder count every time. Because if you have, let's just say, a metaverse that's built out that everybody wants to use, and MetaMonkey AI is integrated into that metaverse, they'll be using that MetaMonkey AI because they enjoy using the metaverse, right? So that use case will beat out that holder count. And the same with the Pure Wallet. If people really see the value of the Pure Wallet and the MetaMonkey AI tokens behind it, but yet the value is really in the Pure Wallet, that people see the value actually in a Pure Wallet, and the use case of holding MetaMonkey AI for the additional benefits it is priceless, because people are actually enjoying the product. And in order for them to enjoy the product or participate in the product, they have to hold MetaMonkey AI or utilize MetaMonkey AI. It's really all about the product, right? So it's really even all about a layer one blockchain. When you think about it, Solana's ran off, Matic ran off of Polygon Matic, right? People aren't using that layer two blockchain because it's Matic. They're using it because they enjoy using that layer two blockchain and what it has to offer. And a byproduct of that is that they have to use Matic to make their transactions. So that use case will always be more valuable than holder count. And it'll hold. I don't want to say it's more valuable, but it'll hold for a longer period of time. Yeah, because
we can count on not quickly dumping our tokens before other people dump on us more when it's not holders, when it's actually the token making the move, right? Let me give you an example on that, Daniel. We were talking on here about what happened with FTX. And when FTX went belly up, everybody started running out of exchanges and jumping into wallets, right? Trust Wallet was at $7, $14. Within that 3-day range, Trust Wallet went from $14, $7, $14 to $2.45 in a 2-day period. 2 days. You see me? And guess where it's at right now? It is at $2.05 right now. If you look at Trust Wallet for the past, let's go all time from 2000, when it was at 0.006 from August 2000, right? I think it was later than that, but my thing's showing me 0.006. It's never been around this range, this $2 something from dollar something. It's never, ever been there. So one thing that caused that was the FTX issue, right? And then it's at 205. Why is it at 205? If this was holders, it would have already dumped back down to dollar something. Right. But because it's people using it, it maintained the value. And that's what I'm excited about.
And that's what I was trying to say. It's the use cases that'll hold the value for the extended period of time over the holder count. Because if you're creating good, solid use cases and good, solid products, then your token will extend longer than a holder will, because people will want to use the product that it's attached to. So, just like Trust Wallet, we had a whole bunch of centralized exchanges and centralized stuff that kind of went bad. So everybody's going to DeFi, and it upgrades the value of that particular token. SafePay, the same thing. So, it struck at the right time, and it was a good product. So people bought into it, and it gave them some benefits to hold a certain amount of it. So if you're going to use the wallet, you might as well get the benefits, right?
Exactly. Let me let Autumn jump in here real quick, because to deal with that thing. Go ahead, Autumn.
I was just gonna say, I think I heard Twiz saying he needs to reset the bot for the pricing. Go for it, man. If we haven't, I think we're all in a group.
We don't have any buys at all. Yeah, right now.
Let's do it. Let's make it let's just change it and do what we need to do.
Okay, so Twiz, we're gonna go with that route. Change the bot and then change the time. It's 4:33. Do you want to do it 4:45, or do you need less time, or what?
The bot is configured in the window is configured in minutes, so I can still set it up so that it ends at 4:10.
Oh, you still can do pass. Okay, so we'll do that, and then while you're doing it, it would just, if a buy came in now before you finish, it just wouldn't pick that one up, right?
Yeah, as soon as I get in there and start canceling everything. So yeah, let me get in there and see what I can do.
All right, cool, thanks. Yeah, so there you go. So we'll go that route where we're gonna have it at the biggest. The first prize is 5. The second place is 2. Third place is 1 ETH, and Twitch is gonna update the bot so it reflects that.
Good teamwork. Good teamwork, everyone.
All right, so yeah, so Daniel, yeah, sorry about that, brother, but we had to deal with that and get this corrected. But yeah, and that's what I want people. Every time I open a space, I'm gonna sound redundant, but I want to make sure folks understand why we're excited. The folks who understand what we're talking about, why we're excited about MetaMonkey, even though we're in DeFi, we see the value of this token because we don't have to have 300,000 holders or 1 million holders to have that price action. We would love to have that also. And once we start getting traction, we'll get the holders, but we'll still have price action aside from the holders because we're going to have utility and where price action is coming there, sustained price action versus pump and dump or people buying and dumping it when because they 3x or 5x. That's what I'm excited. Go ahead, Daniel.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that this would ever happen, but I like to use this as an example because MetaMonkey AI is creating a metaverse, right? But let's say that we have a convention center, right? Which we do, and you rent certain rooms out for a certain amount of MetaMonkey AI tokens. Well, that's a use case, and the more them rooms get rented out, the more people have to purchase MetaMonkey AI tokens, which makes the tokens more valuable. But people are not there to buy MetaMonkey AI tokens; they're there to use the conference rooms or the auditoriums in the metaverse, right? So that's what I'm talking about the product being a lot more sustainable and long term than just holders. Because let's say that room gets rented out, 365 times. That's one time every year, right? That's going to help that token price sustain itself over a long period of time. But it's things like that people, I don't think they're used to seeing because, in crypto, we've been fed a bunch of BS and nobody's actually seen it come through. And now that they're seeing things come through, trying to wrap your head around exactly how it's supposed to look, people have a hard time with. But, that use case is going to drive, basically it's going to drive your token price and it's going to sustain it for long term. And it's not about having 50,000 holders. It's about having 50,000 transactions.
I don't know if also want to jump in.
No, I mean, like, I think that's how you want crypto to be, right? I mean, right now, I'm going to say probably, just off numbers here, and it could be more. I mean, 95% of the cryptos that are out there right now, like, there's nothing to them except a community. And then I'm not taking anything away from the communities that build them. That, we're one of them. You know what I mean? We're one of the communities that build this. But just the good thing is, like I said, I think that there's just one thing that we have that's different, and that is that we have when we talk about a technology company, like, this is exactly what a technology company is. And I mean, that's why you're able to bring this stuff, to the forefront quickly. I'm going to just say this: if MetaMonkey drops the wallet, and the wallet's, we're able to use that wallet for both Android and iPhone in December, and we have this metaverse that comes out, I'm just excited to have a project that finally did something that, actually brings something to the token that we all hold. I mean, we've gone out and bought all these other cryptocurrencies and hope that they actually have something that could bring up the price. And now we actually might have that hope be delivered to us. You know what I mean? And just there's not a lot of projects that actually do that. I mean, it takes years for these projects to get to that level. And it's going to take us a couple of months. And I mean, I'm just pumped, man. I mean, we haven't. This is one of those ones, and I know people can laugh at it, and because of all that shit. I don't care. I just know that we're going to have something here, and I know people are going to be excited, and we're all here for the long run, and that's the nice thing about it.
That's exactly, you just cleaned it up for me. And that's what's exciting is like, we don't have to wait just as long as we did with the other projects. Can you imagine put what we're doing with a bull market and it's just explosive. But even without a bull market, because everything we needed on the other tokens was a bull market. Without a bull market, nothing would have happened. Where with this project, we don't necessarily need a bull market to see the price action. That's exciting. I see Wadi came up here. Let me let him go real quick and then back to you, Daniel. What you got, Wadi?
Hey, Dr. Crypto, everyone. It was
How you doing, brother?
well, a little, well, not technically sick. I just got the flu shot, so it made me sick. But
yeah, that's why I don't take it anymore. Every time I take that shot, within like 3 days, I get the worst flu. I'm like, I'm done with it.
Yeah, I mean, with me, it was like instantly. I got it, and a couple of hours later, here I am. But no, what I was gonna say, piggyback on what Austin is saying, and everyone else, it's like I always said before, the good thing about the whole MetaMonkey AI project is that whoever really believed in it and got in first, and then once we get to see everything that they're developing, like for example, we all know and believe in it because we know what's going on, what's really going on. But a lot of people don't believe in it because they just look at the chart and then they say, oh, that's another pump and dump or whatever. But at the end of the day, I always said actions speak louder than words. So far that I know of, Andrew or Augustine or even Austin himself, they haven't made no fake promises. Everything has been delivered on time. And just even I myself, testing the metaverse and everything, I think that's pretty awesome, and that's just one thing that not too many people could say on any project that they actually really got to test for themselves what they're working on.
It wasn't just the metaverse. I mean, we put out the pure wallet knowing that it wasn't going to be 100%, but I mean they still wanted to get it out there to show people that the function was there. And yeah, there was some hiccups with a few things, but I mean they're commercializing it. It wasn't a finalized product, but I mean just to get it onto a Google store and get it out there for people to use, I mean it was pretty cool. I was happy. I wish I could have played around with it, but I mean I'm excited that here in December I'll be able to have one that we'll be using. And again, like the one that comes out in December is going to continually have updates. I mean, if you're not updating a wallet every 2 to 3 times a month, like you're probably not doing it right. I mean, these wallets constantly are going to get updated. I mean, that you need to. It's not always set in stone and finalized, and so it's going to get better. It's going to grow. We're going to add more cryptocurrencies to it, and eventually it's going to be able to hold every ERC20 token. They're working on the Binance side of it right now. And imagine when you have ERC20 and Binance, and next thing you know, we can move on into XRP and all those other ones. Like I'm envisioning, it's where it can hold every cryptocurrency out there. And so, yeah, I'm going to let Twiz go. I think he's going to tell us that the bots.
Yeah, go ahead, Twiz.
Yep. I think it should be squared away at this point. If you want to go ahead and make your big buy right now, Doc, we can find out for sure.
Awesome, thank you. The good thing nobody bought, so at least we've taken care of it, and it's still 410, so we're good to go. Awesome, thanks. I'll let you know when I do that buy. All right.
And one last thing here is the one great thing about this is that anyone in this room, any of the 1,000 holders that are holding MMAI, like they all have access to me. They have access to this dev team. If you wanted to hit them up on Telegram, contact them in any way, like they're going to get back to you. Like that's the best part about this is that they're not shying away from any question. They're not shying away from anything. I mean, and if you have something that you want to see, like Augie's one of the most open. He's like, man, let's give it a try. Like, the only time you have 100% failure rate is when you don't try. And so, I think that it's important that they keep their ears open and they're willing to try anything to make it better. That's one great thing I got to say about Augie and Andrew. They're like, let's try it. Let's see what happens. If it doesn't work out, we hang it up and we try it again. You know what I mean?
Hey, do me a favor. Before we continue, before we go to you, Daniel. Hey guys, everybody in here who wants a MetaMonkey AI T-shirt, I have a tweet up top. It says, "Please tell your lovers and friends that MetaMonkey AI had to do it again." You know, do me a favor. I need y'all to quote retweet that, tag 2 or 3 projects, and then send a message to Lena showing your tweets on there and send her your name, full name, address, email address, and t-shirt size, and then we'll get DBS to get that merch to you. So you gotta quote retweet it, tag 2 or 3 projects, and then do a screenshot and DM Lena with your information. So once she sees the screenshot and she has your info, she'll forward it to DBS and we'll get you your MetaMonkey AI t-shirt. So your name, your full name, your address, your email address, so we could send you the tracking info and your t-shirt size. Thanks, awesome. Hey, Daniel, what you got? And then we got Wadi.
I was just gonna say, I know that we talk about bear and bull markets, but I'm actually happy that MetaMonkey AI that we launched in a
thank you, Lord.
in a bear market, because I think it gives one the holders time to build up their bags, and 2, I think it gives the dev team time to build out the utilities for the actual project and have them ready to go and out before the bull market starts. So, and you building a floor at a price that's basically, I call everything that's going on right now a clearance price, right? Because we're shopping off the clearance rack with a lot of this stuff, and I think right now you're building your floor at that price, and when the bull market runs and you have utility, you know there's nowhere for you to go but up, straight up. And so I'm actually happy that we launched when we launched. And I know price action is one thing, and people look at it and they look at the charts, and you're in a bear market and everybody's like, oh my God, look at the charts. But I'm actually happy that they launched when they launched, because it gives everybody time before the bull market, and you don't get the big pump and dumps, and it gives everybody time to build the bags, devs team time to build, and all that stuff. So, you know, I mean, I think anybody who knows anything about markets and how they are isn't mad right now about when they launched, and I think that's something. I know we had discussions about it, and they could have held off, and they didn't, and I'm just happy that they didn't, and I think it's going to benefit the project and the holders all in the long run.
And now we're number 7. We're trending number 7. Nice. Guys, I want to go ahead and talk about what you just said, Daniel. And even if you got a MetaMonkey AI shirt before, go ahead and send that tweet out. Make sure you quote retweet 2 projects. If you want another one, just when you send a message, tell them you already you want a different color. So we put DBS to work. Yeah, Daniel, what you said, man, you don't know how many times I thank God we are in this market. I accumulated most of my MetaMonkey AI tokens when we dip. I was talking to somebody earlier, yesterday, after the space, and they were saying how they're in the red, and I'm like, well, I'm not really in the red because I bought way more with these dips. I bought in the 19s and the 22s, and I accumulated way more then. Can you imagine if we're in a bull market, the amount of tokens I have? I couldn't even afford to do that if I had to do that real quick. And the amount that I still plan to get, I couldn't do that if we were running. What this market was able to do is give people time to realize, is this project legit? Are these devs legit? Can I actually put my money in here and trust these folks? We've given them some time. We've given them 13 weeks to see that Augustine and Andrew's legit. Can you imagine how long they've been in South Korea? That alone is enough motivation for people to say, well, no, let me buy into this project. These devs left California and New York and have been sleeping in dorm rooms for the past, 4 or 5 weeks, if not more than that. And they're going to Indonesia. They're messing around with Nigeria. We wouldn't have had time to get that info and then to sample the pure wallet. So what you said is huge. Go ahead, Austin, and then we got Wadi. Go ahead, Austin.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I think that the devs have shown what it's about, and I'm excited that we're going to be dropping utility. I mean, December is coming here quick, and when we get this wallet out there, and like I said, we're gonna be able to see a lot to it, and then be able to figure out a way to get the use case with the tokens on there. I mean, that's what a lot of people want. Everyone's saying, "What's your use case? What's your use case?" I mean, that's a fast. I think it's a fast turnaround. And we were talking last night. Augie and I spent a good amount of time on the phone last night talking about a lot of things, and I'm excited for what the capabilities are. And when you talk to the team over there and you say, "Hey, is this something that we can do?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, that's easy. We could definitely incorporate that." And it's like, dang, dude, like that is exciting to know that there's a team there that you bring an idea up or think about something that can happen, and they're like, "Oh, that's doable. We could probably get that done in a week." And it's like, man, so when you look back at all these projects that are like, "Oh yeah, it's going to take 17 months, it's going to take 5 years," you start to wonder, like, I mean, when you have a tech team, it seems like they jump on it a lot quicker when they're actually in house. So it just is. I'm happy to see, and I want to say I put a tweet up above, dude. We are trending number 7 right now, up 12% right now. I just liked that that big discussion last biggest buy that we had where that guy bought in, or that girl or whoever it was. They're making out pretty good right now. I just did the calculation again. Yeah, they're up like almost 13,000 just off that purchase right there. So yep. I mean, and they're holding the floor. They got to hold for another day. Plus, you got this other big buy coming in. So there's a pretty good floor being built right now with this next competition coming up. So, and don't forget, we got that last buy competition. So as soon as someone buys in, it starts the clock, and we'll obviously see how long that goes.
Yo, and there's some things you say awesome. You gotta say it with your chest. You gotta pump your chest out. Say it with your chest. We got our own tech company in our back pocket. Say it right. Go ahead, Daniel.
That's what I was about to say. Austin glosses over that like it's no big deal.
Yeah, it's just simple. It's not his fault. It's the game. He's still stuck on that game he was watching.
like he's gotta poke his chest out and like hammer that point home. Like when you have your own IT department in-house, these are the things that can get done in the time frames that they can get done. When you have these guys at your fingertips, Austin is like, well, yeah, kind of when you have these IT guys here, you can kind of get this stuff done.
Hey, you gotta excuse him. He ain't ghetto like you and me, man. You know we ghetto with him.
but that's not what I was gonna say. I'm gonna step down, but I just gotta say this to Austin. You could have tested the Pure Wallet already.
Yep. Why doesn't he have a real phone, right?
And then when they kick your butt off of Twitter because you got an Apple, you're gonna be running around trying to get that Samsung, and you could have already upgraded to a Samsung and then already tested the Pure Wallet out. But you playing.
I'm going the Tesla phone, man. Screw it, dude. Tesla phone, where you at, man?
You better go to Tesla phone. You better go anything but what you got, because pretty soon you ain't even gonna be on these spaces.
But you know what though? If they do block Twitter off Apple, Android phones will go up in price automatically.
I'll sell you mine for the.
What's crazy about this? This has been a hot topic for quite some time. This is a bipartisan issue of the monopoly that's been held by Android and Apple. So like it's just coming to light now. We've all known this, but it's funny to see these billionaires start to hash it out over this. But this is a bipartisan issue. This will be a very interesting next couple of years or even year fighting over this whole thing. And if the man to do it's Elon, dude. You know that he's going to put some pressure on this whole thing, and I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting. And so if they do come out with a Tesla phone, I hope that we get a Starlink, and I get it for free, and I'll have service no matter where I go, and I'll laugh at it.
Oh shit, Dr. Crypto, he's poking his chest out now.
Yeah, I see that. Where was he when he had to say he had the tech company in the back pocket, right?
We got a whole tech company and he don't poke his chest out. He started talking about that Apple phone. That chest come all the way out.
Hey man, you never know. The Tesla phone could be right out of NS Labs. We'll see.
Hey, who knows? Hey, especially the way they building. I like that. Hey, Waddy, man, I see your hand hurting, bro. Go ahead, man.
No, I was gonna say, Austin, I totally agree with you, man. Tesla phone is the way to go. No, but as far as MetaMonkey AI, what I was gonna say is you got to think about it this way, which was another thing that I was talking last time with one of my friends, and I was telling him, bro, look how many holders MetaMonkey AI has, and we're just on a bear market. So imagine once we have 50,000 holder, 100,000 holder, the more holder we have, the more the market cap is going to grow. So it's not even about whether we're in the bull or the bear market. If, you know, you think about it that way, now is your chance to jump in. So I'm just saying, in case nobody even thought about it that way, because I know there's other tokens when they were at 1,000 and something holder, and then went to like what 50,000, 30,000 holder. Yo, whoever had the bag at 1,000 grew up big time when it got to the 50 and 30,000.
Oh, bro, this the thing about these holder accounts, right? These accumulating holders. We know that's what has always moved every project we made money on was them getting holders. So I'm excited for us when we start picking up holders. But to be picking up holders and getting use of the Pure Wallet or the metaverse and the token is activated. That's where the extra excitement comes. Is we don't need to have. So the way to look at it is, if a project had to get 10,000 holders to have price action, we did it in price action through the utilities and not the holders. So that is even better. Now you're not looking at us people who just 10x or 100x and a bunch of them are selling, okay? Because you have way less holders. Right now we're at 1,000 holders, right? Can you imagine we got to 10,000 holders, but we're functioning like we were at 30, 40, 50,000 holders? That is the excitement of this project. And I'm like, wow. That is what I can't wait for. I'm telling you, these devs, they came with something. At the end of the day, they have one way to benefit from this project. It's from the success of the project. They don't have to hype and say, oh, we have a big exchange coming, or we got this, we got that, and then a bunch of people jump in and then they quickly dump some tokens real quick. They don't have that. They don't have that luxury to do that like some projects have done on us, right? The only way they can money is for the business to generate income. By default, we holders are gonna nibble on something while they're making money. That's what I'm happy about. Go ahead, Austin.
Yeah, no, and I think that that's. I think I know we regurgitate a lot of what we're saying here.
Yes.
Which is exciting, but I mean, it is exciting to know that we are in the top 1,000, in terms of holders, and when this project does grow. And anything after this is going to be based off the utility. So I mean, in December, when our wallet comes out, and our holder count starts to increase, and we hit 2, 3, 4,000 holders, like that's from the use case and the utility of the project. It's not from us hyping it and doing trying to get everyone to buy in and wait 6 months or a year to deliver something. That's actually like people getting into it because it brings value to whatever they got going on. That's what I'm excited for, to be able to come back in space in a couple months and say, dude, congrats, 4 or 5 holders. And, it's awesome to see because these people are holding it because they're using the either the metaverse or they're using the wallet or whatever it might be. And if we make that a focal point, like people are going to use it. I mean, if they have to, put their stuff in a cold storage, they have to have MetaMonkey AI tokens. Again, I don't know what it's going to be, but if they did, like it brings value. And it goes back to our NFTs. I talked about the NFTs earlier. This actually will bring even more use case to our NFTs. I mean, there's not a lot of NFTs out there that really have utility behind them. But imagine if you are able to bring the NFTs to life with our Pure Wallet and our metaverse. And I think that only having 1,000 or what do we have 1,000 of these NFTs? It's going to be
1,000. Yeah,
it's going to be super valuable when these NFTs bring a lot more than what people think that they do.
And when you're using MetaMonkey AI to buy those NFTs.
So, I'm talking about the ones. I'm talking about the NFTs, the 1,000. I mean, those are going to come up for here in May, and we're building some things behind the scenes. We are, there's more to it than what's currently on there, and I think that we're going to be able to bring a lot to these NFTs. These are going to be valuable NFTs, man, that are going to be the keys to a lot of our ecosystem, and people are going to be fighting over those, and we've already sort of made that promise to the top 100 holders, and then 100 to the next, and then the 800 will go on the market. But I mean, when you start to, I'll give you an example. What if the decision was made that if you hold one of those NFTs in your wallet, you get 100% access to everything, and you don't have to hold tokens, just the NFT. You know what I mean? And so as long as you hold that NFT, you can have access to do anything inside that wallet, just like the tokens would give you. I mean, there's so many things you can do. And I asked that question yesterday if that's something possible, and they're like, yeah, definitely, that's something that can be done. And I'm like, dude, that's badass, right? I mean, that's the kind of stuff you're like, okay, I can see value now.
That's what I'm excited about, getting those NFTs. And I hope, I don't know the deadline for the biggest, how long you've been holding, because I need to get that third wallet that was snagged back up there to qualify, because I was like, am I getting 3 NFTs? But I'm excited about that. But I want to, before I go to Daniel, I want to give it an example. Some people like numbers, and of course, everything we say is hypothetical. It's just me, my brain running 24/7, because I love numbers when it adds up to dollars. But I'm looking at our Etherscan wallet 109 has 10 million tokens in it. The 10 million tokens right now is valued at $2,572. Okay, for some crazy wild imagination, at some point in the future, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 years down the road, that 10 million tokens that only is worth $2,500 would be worth over $25 million if this project ever were to drop 4 zeros. And that's when, and I purposely went down to a 10 million token wallet to give an example. You don't have to be excited because you're you have 50 million or 60 million tokens in this project. You could have 10 million tokens and you may not have $25 million plans, but I just wanted to show you, what if you ate half of that and save half? Instead of 25 million, 4 zeros would be 12.5 million. It's just to show you, people will come later on into this project and they won't be able to own millions of tokens. It'll be out of their price range because they can afford to buy that many.
And to add to that, you got to think. So Trust Wallet, if you go back and look at the history of Trust Wallet token, they burned 99% of their tokens when they first came out. So they went from a high amount. I can't remember how much it was. And then they burned like 99% of their tokens, which brought them down to where they're at today. And that's one thing about this project too that we talked about. I mean, there are traditional burns built into this to where the company plans on buying back tokens at market value and burning those away forever. So the circulating supply that we currently see right now eventually will go down. And that's why I always say, if there's a way to make this token win, we're going to make sure that it happens. I don't know how it's going to get done, but we can get it done. And, I know that, like I said, the dev team's competitive. I'm competitive, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to where we can reduce the supply and increase the holders. I mean, that's the value in it. And the people that are going to reap the rewards are the people that are in it right now.
Yeah, well, they had, I'm trying to do the math. I don't know if this is millions or billions. They had 1 and 9 zeros. What's that, billion, 1 billion? That's not trillion, right? I see too many big numbers. And then they have 416,649,900,000. So they had 1 billion. So, and they, like you said, now they have 416 million in circulation. Okay, and that's crazy for the price action you're seeing, and we're in that arena with the better utilities and better promise. I'm loving that. What's up, Daniel?
I know I said I was gonna be quiet. My bad, but I'm sorry, but not sorry. But a lot of people, you know, you hear a lot of these. I've kind of been in the space for a little while. You hear a lot of these numbers kicked around on things you should look at or things that make sense, like holder counts and things like that. But the biggest deal is volume. Volume drives your price. Volume drives everything. So it doesn't matter what your holder count is. If your volume's up, your token's doing well. If it doesn't have any volume, it's not doing well. Just look at the biggest buy competitions that MetaMonkey AI has going on right now. What's driving that? It's the volume's driving that. You know, people buying, people selling. It's all volume. So later on down the road, when MetaMonkey AI is being utilized like a utility, like it should in the metaverse, and you know, for wallets and things like that, that's all going to drive volume, which is going to drive price. So to me, when I look at something and I look at a project, volume is probably the second thing that I look at. If you got a token that doesn't have any volume, you really don't have a token. So, you know, you can look at holder counts, you can look at all that, but if you don't got any volume, none of that means anything.
And you're exactly right. You're exactly right. Hey, I want to throw something in there real quick. If this person is in the space, there's a buy that just came in at 0.02. Understand that buy would not trigger the bot for the last buy competition. The last buy competition, each purchase has to be 0.05 or more, roughly at the current price of ETH. That's about $60-something. So if your buy is less than $6, it counts towards the biggest buy competition, but not the last buy. And for the last buy, the purchase has to be 0.05 or more. So somebody else just bought in at 0.05 at 5:04 and 23 seconds Eastern Standard Time. That right there just started the 1 hour count. Funny thing is, this thing started at 4:10. We have 5 minutes left. If somebody had bought in at 4:10, if everybody's on here distracted, they could have had 5 minutes to win. But I don't know if everybody's in here. I just want to point that out. I mean, Daniel, that's exactly the excitement that I have, is what you're saying. Like Austin said, we keep repeating ourselves with this thing. And I think it's because we're so excited to be able to find a project like this during this time. Like, there's a FIFA commercial about something makes diamonds. Okay, I don't know. I know we've seen the commercials, Austin, but they talk about going through the fire and making diamonds or whatever. And these rough times that we're going through in crypto right now, this is what's gonna make millionaires. Okay, your mentality has to change. A lot of us right now, we may not share it with other people, but we're discouraged, we're depressed, okay, about crypto in general, because this is not the crypto we're used to. But I'm not discouraged with MetaMonkey. I'm not depressed about MetaMonkey. I'm discouraged and depressed about the crypto market in general, because we've been in this bear market for over a year. You know, I always put everything back to November 13 forward. So we've been there over a year. So it's depressing, it's discouraging. But the light at the end of the tunnel is finding a project like MetaMonkey and being able to accumulate enough. So when we do get out of this, and then not even when we do get out of this, I see MetaMonkey as an exception to, when we get out of the bear market, this is going to go crazy. With our utilities, even in a bear market, we can have price action, we can make money and move forward, bull market or not, because we're not dependent on the crypto market. Once our utilities come out and it's beyond crypto, then we're not here sitting for the next bull market. That's where it should be exciting, is the fact that we're beyond just the crypto market.
Yeah, I agree with you, dude.
Yep, and that's the excitement right there, and that's what if you're listening on here, this is why we invest into MetaMonkey AI is because it's more than just crypto. Every single utility MetaMonkey AI has brought out, they already exist out there. So their focus was not to come out with utilities of something that already exists. There's already wallets out there. There's already blockchains, NFTs. Okay, we're not the first metaverse project. They already exist. So the CEO opened his mouth and said, "Why would we come out with things that already exist?" So what they did was took them on another level. So our wallet is not just a wallet. There's already a MetaMask, a Trust wallet, a Coinbase wallet, a Crypto.com DeFi wallet, or whatever. What's the point of us bringing a wallet? Instead, they added the offline option where you could be anywhere and you have no service. You switch it over to airplane mode, and you're still doing transactions, sending crypto, receiving crypto, paying for transactions while you have absolutely no service. Then they made it a ledger. They have the on-off toggle. You turn it offline, and now you have a ledger. Instead of going to buy a ledger for $100-some, $200-some, you have the pure wallet, and it doesn't have to be at home or lost somewhere. It's right there on your phone, but it's offline and fully protected. Okay, let's not even talk about the metaverse with the metaverse mall idea, or even the multiple layer 2 blockchains, or the idea they have for NFTs where it's not just buying yourself a little cartoon with no value. No, they took every idea and went a step further and say, okay, we need to be different. We need to be better. We need to be outside of crypto. And that's our excitement. Your hand was up, Daniel?
No, actually, that was a mistake. I was giving you a 100 and hit the hand.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I don't want to hold everybody here. It's 5:10. We did start I see somebody Worldwide Crypto coming up here. How you doing? We did start the comp, so I'm gonna let Worldwide come up here, and then once we're about to get close up, I'll go ahead and review the comp. How you doing, Worldwide?
Hey, what's going on, man?
All right.
Hey, no, I just wanted to just kind of bank off what you were just saying. That's a lot of things that I continue to try to explain to people that, these companies that are, that are coming out and bringing out these utilities and such, you know what I'm saying? They're more than just a token. They're more than just crypto. These are working businesses. And like you said, we have to change the way that, people have to change the way that they think about, not only how they invest, but how they look at these projects that have turned into businesses. You have to bring out more things than just, oh yeah, we're excited about this token. No, what are you doing for real life? What are you doing to sustain yourself for the next 10 years? I mean, what are you doing? You have to look to the future. You have to have a wider scope of what this business is capable of. And, that's one thing I really like about MetaMonkey is that, I see the vision and I see where it's going, and I see things actually happen rather than just a lot of empty promises. So yeah, I'm gonna step back down, but I just wanted to throw that out there, man. And I'm really excited about this whole buy competition. I got bought out a couple times already, and I'm still trying to get my opportunity in to get that win.
I hear you, bro. Just tell me which wallet you have, and I'll look out for you.
Oh no, hey, I gotta keep that on the low.
Man, I'm telling you, I was this morning dropping my son at school celebrating, and then somebody got me by like 30 seconds. I said, oh, I can't say the word here. I was like, man, I thought I won, man. I was about to go on Twitter and start chanting. But yeah, guys, yeah, I'm really liking it, man. It's a simple little thing that we can do as a project to kind of like bring our spirits up. I don't know if y'all noticed, since we've been doing these competitions, the whole attitude of the project is different. We're definitely enjoying the volume. The volume's freaking exciting. We're trending. We trended all the way down to number 4 already. I think number 4 is our highest. So we've gone from 10, 7, 5, and 4, and from doing this thing. So I'm glad we're doing it. And even if it's for the holiday, maybe we'll do that, and then maybe next holiday we might, even if we're now at a higher price range, we might decide to do something again. It's exciting to see.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have here in December, we're gonna be dropping some, hopefully we do some fun things, with the release of the wallets. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun December. We're gonna keep doing it. We're gonna have some more streams. So getting on the content creator streams, we're gonna be putting some of those out this week as well. And again, we don't go just on there and talk about MetaMonkey AI. We go on there and talk about it, but we also talk about other things too. So everyone like Worldwide, Wadi, Chaka in here. Obviously Dr. Crypto, Daniel comes on there, and if I'm missing anyone else in here, sorry. But yeah, no, I appreciate everyone that comes on and talks about it and really supports the project.
Oh yeah, everybody's together. I see all the YouTube videos being posted about it, and I would love to get one or two more of the buyer that's putting out 20 plus, 30 plus ETH into the biggest buy. So I mean, if they want us to go 10, 20 ETH on the competition, give us a reason to do it, man. If the traction is there, if the volume is there, and the buys are there, then it'll warrant it. So that would be exciting, because that was a nice one 2 days ago. We celebrated. Even today was pretty decent at where we went. So it's pretty exciting to see. So I don't know if anyone else has anything else. I want to go ahead and recap what the competitions are for everybody on here. Go ahead, Wadi.
All right, so just to make sure, you said to quote, retweet, which one was it? The hey, tell your lovers and friends?
Yeah, that one. Quote, retweet, and tag 2 to 3 projects.
All right,
and then screenshot and send it to Lena with your info, name, address, email address, and t-shirt size. If you received one before, say different color than black, so that way he knows to get you a different color.
Yeah, no, that is the only complaint. I was gonna say nothing wrong with the green one, except that it's hard to find matching jeans to it. So black or white, what do you think?
Yo, these days it don't matter what color you wear. I wear green, blue. What color I got? Gray, navy blue. I wear them with whatever. I wear them with gray shorts, jeans, or whatever. Are you in a cold area, Wadi?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, it's horrible. But yes.
So all you gotta do is throw them black jeans or black sweatpants on, or them gray ones. You good, bro?
Yeah, I know, man. Trust me.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Yeah, guys. So let me go ahead and recap what's going on. For anybody in here that know what we're talking about, every 2 days we've been running a biggest buy competition, and recently Mr. Twiz from our Telegram came up with a last buy competition, and both of them are pretty exciting. Let me explain them real quick. The biggest buy competition, it started today at 4:10 p.m. Eastern Standard. It's running until Thursday at 4:10 p.m. Eastern Standard. The person, when it closes out, whoever bought the most ETH worth of MetaMonkey AI, the biggest buy, gets first place, which is 5 ETH. Second place will get 2 ETH. Third place will get 1 ETH. You have to hold your purchase for 72 hours after the competition closes. So if it's Thursday, that means Sunday after 4:10 p.m. when Awesome goes to verify that the 3 winners did hold for that 72-hour period, then he will send out your rewards. And you have to use Uniswap for your transaction, because the bot will only recognize your transaction if it comes up on DEX tools, and those are Uniswap transactions. You cannot use any of our exchanges. Our buy tax was reduced to 5%, so that helps with this competition also. And The second one is the last buy competition. How does that work? It's a 1 ETH prize. Each one of your buys can be as low as 0.05 ETH. Roughly right now, that's about $60 based on the current price of ETH. Every single purchase has to be at least 0.05 ETH, and you have 1 hour. If nobody buys, like the last person that bought, if nobody buys within 1 hour, the bot will automatically end that competition, and that person will win 1 ETH. And all they put out was about $60. Like the person that won this morning, they didn't put out much. I think that was like their first or second buy of real small increments, and they won $1,200 something for like putting out less than $100. So that was a very good win. All right, that's basically it. Both of them is Uniswap. The last buy one, you do not have to hold, because Awesome normally pays it within an hour after it's done, unless it ends while he's in bed. There's no ending time for it. It could start now and end an hour later, or it could end 3, 4, 5 days later if people keep buying. All right. I don't know if you have any questions. Lena, did anybody send you any questions? Can you check for me real quick on DMs or whatever?
I don't have good evening, everyone. I don't have any questions in my DM. The only thing I have is those that send their info for merch.
Awesome, thank you. That's all I got, guys. All right, cool. So, guys, send your info to Lena if you want to get the merch. That's all I have, guys. I don't know if Awesome or Wadi or Daniel has anything else.
I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. This has been fun, and we're going to continue we got next buy competition ending in 48 hours. The other ones that just won need to hold for 72, and tomorrow we got the payouts for the ones if they're still holding from the previous one. So a couple more payouts coming up.
All right, thank you, guys. We'll see you in 2 days. We'll do another space around 4 p.m. in 2 days. Well, on Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. All right, thank you.